Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing very well out there. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and welcome to the Daily Astro Show here on the Beyond Mystic and Meg Moonbeam YouTube and Rumble channels. Hope you guys are doing well with all these really crazy energies that we're going to be talking about. And today in this Daily Astro, because it's a Friday, I'm not just going to be sharing the astrology for today, Friday, April 19th, but I'm also going to be sharing the astrology of the weekend going into Saturday and Sunday as well. So before we get into it, as always, just want to mention, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channel, as well as the Meg Moonbeam YouTube and Rumble channel. We simulcast these daily astro shows on both of the channels. So thank you guys so much for your support out there. And also today is the start of the live classes for Astrology Level 2 on the Beyond Mystic Academy. I am so excited. Excuse me. And literally right after I film this Daily Astro, I'm going to be going live at 1 p.m. Eastern for the first live class of Astrology Level 2. So shout out to all my astrology family that will be joining me. I'm so excited to be starting that. And if you want to learn more or sign up for the Astrology Level 2, the link is in the description box of this video. And if you're not able to join any of the live classes, of course, the replays will be available as well. And in this Level 2 course, we're going to be focusing on the aspects, degrees, asteroids, advanced interpretations, and more. So definitely check that out. And also, I do offer personal astrology consultations that are available over at consultations.beyondmystic.net. And that's also at the link in the description box below if you'd like a more personal astrology reading with me. So yeah, happy Friday, everyone. How is it going out there? Louise says, I'm excited for our live class. I am also excited for our live class today. We're going to be talking about asteroids and other advanced placements. So it's going to be a lot of fun. How's everybody feeling out there with the current energies? Today I'm feeling pretty good. I've been most days really, really tired since that new moon total solar eclipse in Aries last Monday, when I had the blessing of being able to be right in the path of totality. Been having some physical things coming up, had a little bit of a cold, and my neck blew out, as you guys saw that watched the daily videos. So yeah, but I'm feeling pretty good today, all things considering. I hope you guys are feeling good today as well. So there's a lot going on as we go into this weekend, and let's get right into it. So today, as I'm filming this video, is Friday, April 19th. And what do we have here? The sun has entered 0 degrees of Taurus. So happy Taurus season, everybody. We are now in sun in Taurus season. And happy birthday to all of the Tauruses out there. I hope you have a very happy Taurus season. And this is not a typical Taurus season whatsoever, okay? Because Taurus is the sign in Western astrology. It's the second sign that rules, the comforts and stabilities of life, right? It's slow paced, it's patient. Taurus likes to take its time and relax and be comfortable and eat good food and listen to good music and have good sex, okay? But this is not a typical Taurus season, because we've got, right as the sun enters 0 degrees Taurus, Jupiter and Uranus conjunct at 21 degrees Taurus. So they are conjunct in the same sign and degree as of today, and they will be exact. Their exact conjunction will be tomorrow, April 20th. So, this is a very different energy for the Tauruses and for all of us, because Taurus is very stable. It's very much about the earthly realm and nature and the earthly pleasures and comforts. But then we've got this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus, which Jupiter and Uranus are very much about the higher realms and our higher consciousness and moving past the comforts and stabilities, right? Uranus is at fall position in Taurus, and we've been having that since 2018. So that's been bringing total instability in the collective. And that's been very hard for the Tauruses and the fixed signs in particular, but for all of us. So this is not a typical Taurus season that is just going to feel like, oh, it's so relaxed and it's so calm. And, in our comforts and stability, we've got Uranus and Taurus with Jupiter, Uranus conjunct exact in Taurus. And we're going to be having that influence, even though they won't be exact for the whole Taurus season, they will be in strong, medium, light conjunction the whole time. So we are moving past, I'm hearing spirits say, our limiting beliefs. Jupiter rules our beliefs. Our limiting comfort patterns, which is Taurus. Taurus is all about, Taurus is one of the, as I'm sure you guys know, one of the most stubborn signs in astrology. It is a fixed earth sign. It is very hard to change a Taurus's mind, to get a Taurus to see things in a different way, to maybe try something a little bit different than what they're used to, right? And we are all going through that with this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. With the Taurus season it's kind of uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable. It's not stable and it is uncomfortable. And yet that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, even though it's uncomfortable, even though we are moving into the future and things will never be the same again after this month, after we get activated with this very powerful conjunction moving us into the future, it's a good thing because we need new ways of stability on the planet. We need new systems and collective new values and ways of doing things that, our whole lives, we've had this normal way of living in the Western world, which is where I'm from. And I think most of you guys listening live in the Western world. We've had this normal way of life, but it was never actually normal, if you will. A lot of the systems, ways we do things, values that have been programmed into us are not really positive and normal. So with this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, with at the same time having Pluto in Aquarius, which we have not had in over 240 years. Uranus is the dispositor of Pluto in Aquarius because it's the ruler of Aquarius. This is a huge shift in humanity, in our consciousness this week as we go into this weekend, moving forward actually for the whole next Taurus season, right? Where I just feel really strongly it's about, and hello, another fucking artist. Very nice to see you here. You say screw normal, and I totally agree with you, sister. Screw normal. It was never actually normal, right? That's part of the trip. That's part of the mind control programming. It was never actually normal because what is normal, if you will, I don't have a dictionary. I'm not like a linguist, but in my personal perspective, what normal actually would be, the real definition of normal would maybe be something along the lines of, actually being in alignment with the stable, true ways of life. Maybe that sounds weird for me to say, but it's never actually even been normal. And if you're listening to this Daily Astro show, you're probably somebody that is, open to new things to begin with, which is amazing. Those of us who are already open, already conscious, not that we're better than other people, okay? We're just kind of awake, not in the matrix, faster than some other people. We've come online sooner than some other people. This is also going to bring so many more people all over the world into that awakened, conscious, red pill state, if you will. So actually during this weekend, today and into this weekend, we could start to see some people around us, friends, families, coworkers, people that we never thought would wake up or open up their consciousness, start to come online, start to wake up. And this is going to be a theme for the whole rest of the year after we're in the activation and influence of this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. That is exact on, as I said, Saturday, April 20th, right? But it's the biggest astrological aspect, in my opinion, of the whole year happening this weekend, right? So this is as I said, we're moving into the future. It's activating our consciousness. We're moving past boundaries, barriers, blockages that have been holding us back in that old matrix system, and things will never be the same. I did a whole Astro deep dive episode on the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channel all about the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction last week. So if you want to hear a real deep dive on that, go check out that video. But it's basically us moving forward, like I've already mentioned, and in particular in the Taurus ruled areas of life, because it's in the sign of Taurus. Our values are up leveling and expanding as a collective. There's going to be changes with the financial system, the food, Mother Nature, anything having to do with Mother Earth, the truth about Mother Earth and our history and free energy, because Uranus rules energy as well. So this is exciting. I'm really, really excited with this energy. I found it really interesting that, yesterday there was the news coming out that, there's some escalated kind of tensions in the Middle East, which is definitely the expression of this Sun square Pluto that we are having at the same time during this Uranus-Jupiter conjunction, but will not be exact until Sunday, April 21st. So this is really powerful stuff. It's Jupiter and Uranus conjunct, exact on Saturday. And then when we get into Sunday is exact Sun square Pluto, which is one of the darkest, and most intense astrological aspects that we can possibly have. But you guys, we are very, very lucky that Pluto is not in a heavy sign. The Sun is not in a heavy sign. This Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is not in a heavy sign. Okay. And we've actually got a beautiful Mars sextile to the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction, making it even stronger. So I feel like even though the Sun is square Pluto, this energy of the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is way stronger than the Sun square Pluto, even though that is happening. So how I kind of see that is, Pluto is the ruler of the underworld and the shadow side of life and shadow work. And yeah, Linda says, going to be a wonky weekend. Yeah, it is going to be a wonky weekend because the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is bringing in so much light, so much up-leveling, so much Age of Aquarius activation. But then we've got this Sun square Pluto, which is kind of like the darker forces on the planet. How I'm seeing this in my personal astrological perspective is those darker forces are being really, really triggered by these light energies coming forward, and they are acting out, and they want to keep us in a lower vibration, and they want to keep us in fear, right? Pluto in its shadow is fear, crisis, drama, war. Mars is the main planet that rules war, but it is a sister planet because they're both the rulers of Scorpio. So I do also associate, Pluto can have to do with war, tension, killing. There's this influence of those darker aspects of life trying to keep us into fear, right? So it's very, very important for us to not be in a place of spiritual bypassing, right? Which is when we go, oh, I'm just not going to pay attention to what's going on over to the Middle East. I'm just not going to pay attention to any of the bad stuff because that's negative. That's spiritual bypassing. But loving awareness is going, okay, wow, there's some really intense shit going on. There's those darker energies are being triggered and they're coming out to the surface. They're exposing themselves. Wow, I'm going to stay in love, light, holding the greater vision of a beautiful world and just having that expanded awareness, right? That the shadows at this time are revealing themselves and the darker forces are revealing themselves and desperate to a place where they're coming up to the surface and we're seeing them, right? But know that, you guys, and I hope that this resonates when I say, we are not going into a place of the end of the world. Okay, that is a fear, that is a program that is trying to be put onto us with this Sun square Pluto and with Neptune and Saturn and Pisces. You know, the illusion of the end of the world, right? And that it's all going to be apocalyptic and it's all going to fall apart and the love and the light isn't going to win. Not going to happen, because we've got Pluto in Aquarius. We're having this badass Jupiter Uranus conjunction, and we're at the precipice of the age of Aquarius, among many other things. Okay. Those darker aspects are just showing themselves and they are in desperation. So I hope that makes sense how I'm explaining that. FRDML, sorry, I can't pronounce your username, says no fear, just observe, not absorb. Yes, observe it, don't absorb it, give it love. And something that I've kind of been trying to train myself to do, if you will, is whenever I see something really dark going on in the world, particularly, you know, if it's a faraway place from where I'm from that I actually am not anywhere near or like connected to, or don't actually know what the heck is really going on there, I just observe it. I don't absorb it. And I just start to connect to love, and I start to visualize and be a co-creator of visualizing that place filled with light, filled with love, and visualizing and feeling the future that I want to be a part of creating. So that's a practice that I kind of like to be able to do. Another effing artist says being unable to sit with negative emotion is ironically what has created the stronghold of evil on this planet. Totally. That is so, so true. Totally, totally, totally. Love that. Thank you. So yeah, it's a lot going on this weekend. And then when we get into, just going to take a step ahead for a moment. Then when we get into next week on April 23rd, which is Tuesday, April 23rd, we're going to have a very intense full moon in Scorpio, okay, which I'm going to go into greater detail on the Monday Daily Astro. But just be aware, you guys, that as we enter actually the full moon portal on Saturday and Sunday, when we enter that, you know, within 3 days before the full moon, we start to enter the portal of influence. Full moon in Scorpio with Pluto square the sun and actually a T square between Pluto, the sun, and the moon. The shadows are coming out to try to keep us in fear while we've got this beautiful Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. So stay in the light, stay in the love, stay in the higher vibrations. I love what that person said earlier in the chat. That's one of my favorite sayings. Observe and don't absorb, and don't go into the drama of other people's things in particular. And like Jenny says, love that. Stay strong and hold your ground. Okay. We're not going to let the dark arts people drag us down, but also with this full moon in Scorpio, as we're coming into the influence of that this weekend, our own personal fears and shadow can be coming up to the surface, which we do not want to repress. We do not want to demonize. It's a weekend of being open to the beautiful, higher up leveling consciousness, activation of that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, and being open to what is coming up for you with that moving forward to the future, but also paying attention to any fears that might be coming up, any shadow side tendencies or patterns, because they're things that are being ready to be released, being ready to be radically accepted to move forward. So I hope that makes sense how I explained that. You guys, very, very, very powerful weekend where it's that dichotomy of a really positive aspect with a really intense Sun square Pluto and full moon in Scorpio we're coming into. So it's totally normal if one moment you're feeling like, oh my God, I'm on top of the world, Jupiter Uranus conjunction, woohoo, this is amazing. And then another moment you find out about something, you know, Scorpio also rules secrets, okay, and things coming to the surface. you find out this crazy secret or something comes to the surface and it's like, whoa, the energy shifts and changes. So it's a weekend of a lot of different kinds of emotions, and also things coming to the surface. And Scorpio is also emotional intensity. So feeling really, really, really high and then going really, really possibly low, which I'm not wishing upon any of you guys, just saying that's just something that can come up for us, a lot of us this weekend. So you're not going crazy if you're feeling that. And Crypto Blonde says, stay balanced. Yes. So one way we can actually stay balanced and work with the energy, right, is to do something really beautiful on Saturday, whether that's a meditation or doing something very magical or spiritual to attune to the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction energy. And then when we get into Sunday, closer to the full moon with the Sun square Pluto, tuning into maybe doing some shadow work, maybe doing some self-reflection, maybe having an intense conversation that we need to have to work with the energies rather than to repress and deflect the energies. So yeah, super, super, super-de-duper powerful over here. And if you are one of the fixed signs, okay, because the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is happening in Taurus, a fixed sign. Full moon in Scorpio that we're entering the influence of is a fixed sign. If you are a Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, you're going to be feeling it this weekend. Okay. You can be, even feeling like the electric circuitry in your body, because Uranus rules that, with Jupiter in conjunction to it, maybe a little bit more energized or on edge or hyperactive. So all of the fixed signs will be really, really, really feeling it. So just, take it easy out there. Do some good self-care. CJ Snow says, we got this. Yes, we do. We do got this. Oh my God, I can't speak with this Mercury retrograde. I'm sorry, you guys. And I've got to go get ready now for Astrology Level 2. I'm going to be going live in 6 minutes over on the Beyond Mystic Academy. So excited. So if you'd like to join in or learn more about the Astrology Level 2, check that out in the link in the description box. Today's our last day where we've got the 30% off discount code ASTRO30, all in one word. And I'm so excited to be starting that again. And if you'd like a personal astrology reading with me, those are available at consultations.beyondmystic.net, also at the link below. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam YouTube and Rumble channel, as well as the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channel. So I am wishing you guys an absolutely magical weekend. This is one of the most magical weekends of the year. One of the most, I'm going to just say probably the most powerful weekend of the whole year. Okay. So take advantage of that. Be in your magic, be in your empowerment, observe and don't absorb. And I'm sending so much cosmic love your way. See you guys very soon. Mwah. Love you guys.